I fell in love with a goddess, but I was the one no one noticed. I had no chance from the start. Then I learned how to time travel. This time, I stayed calm and steady. I thought that was more attractive. So, she stayed at my place for 2 months. I kept my cool the whole summer. On her last night in my home, I knew I couldn't wait anymore. I felt a little shy that night. I told her how I truly felt. She said it was just too late. So I traveled back in time. I returned to a month before. This time, I gave a heartfelt confession. She still said it moved too fast. That's when I finally got it. Maybe that was her way to say no. Saying goodbye to my first love. I realized something important that night. Even with time travel, I still couldn't change her heart. I'm just a regular 21-year-old guy. My whole family lives in a house by the beach. Every Friday night, we watch movies on the wall. We use a projector outside. Every single day, we walk down from the hilltop. We picnic right by the ocean. But at 21, all I really wanted was love. On the first day of the year, my dad asked to talk with me. He's always relaxed, but that day he looked nervous. He waited a while, then said, "The men in our family have a special hidden gift. That gift is
travel in time."
I didn't believe it at all, but Dad told me to try. He said find a dark room, clench both fists and hold tight. Focus hard on a real memory, and I'd go back to that moment. So I gave it a shot, and it actually worked for me. To come back again, I just returned, closed my eyes, then clenched both fists again. Follow me for more. I could travel through time, but I never used it for money. I left home for the big city, just to find my own happiness. I listened to what my dad told me. I didn't use time travel to get rich. The day finally came for me to leave. I was heading to London for work. I moved into my dad's friend's house. He was a moody old playwright.
What the fuck do you want?
I'd interrupted his writing flow. He complained the whole time, but still took me upstairs. A few days later, I started my new job. I hoped to meet a nice girl, but unlike home, the city felt cold and distant. 6 months passed just like that. I stayed busy every single day. Sometimes I skipped breakfast completely. I'd sneak a slice of his bread. Hard days taught me something real. Living happy isn't easy at all. One night changed everything. My friend took me out to eat. The place was completely dark inside. All the servers were fully blind. We had to eat in pitch dark. I met someone amazing. We talked and laughed for over 2 hours. After we ate, we met again outside. When she walked out, I totally froze up. She smiled and asked for my number. Her smile was burned into my mind. I couldn't stop thinking of her. I walked home with a smile. The writer was yelling again. Seemed like another meltdown, but I felt peaceful inside. I went to check on him. He was upset and quiet. His play opened tonight, but the lead forgot his lines. It ruined his big show. Follow me for more. I did it all because I loved her. I kept traveling back through time, but still failed in front of her parents. I didn't even get to speak. I went back to before we met. Showed up like a stranger again. Asked her to see the art show. She agreed without hesitation. A few days later, I suddenly got some bad news. She had a new boyfriend already. She met him at a party 1 week ago.
And where was this terrible party?
I finally found out the place, made an excuse and slipped out, then went back a full week. I arrived at that party flat, and there she was again. I walked straight up to her, remembered everything she liked, used every detail I could recall. She smiled and said yes again. We went out for dinner together. During that meal, we talked like nothing changed. Felt like our connection came right back. Since that day, I treasured every moment with her. First time we rushed to work, we couldn't stop smiling. Soon, we moved in together. Every day felt warm and happy. We went to shows together, spent holidays as a couple. We stayed close for a long time. One afternoon, she rushed home in a panic, told me quickly. Her parents were almost here. She was clearly very nervous. I started feeling nervous too. They didn't even know I existed. Before I could react, the doorbell rang downstairs. Her parents saw me and froze. At dinner, they asked me a few things, but she kept answering for me. That moment disappointed them deeply. Follow me for more.